Hi, I'm Joanne Fults, and I am a children's librarian at Windermere Preparatory School here in Windermere, Florida. And I chose A Wrinkle in Time. It's one of my favorite books. I loved this when I was young, and I read all her books. And of course, when I grew up to be a librarian and I discovered they challenged this book, I was shocked. It's won an award. It was one of my childhood loves. I spread it to my children all the time. And yet here it is challenged. And as an adult, I see it in slightly different view than I saw it as a child. I'd like to start partway through. The children, all three of them, have made it through the time, and they're on this other planet where Meg and Charles Wallace's father is. But it's a little bit different than what they're used to at Earth. Below them, the town was laid out in harsh, angular patterns. The houses in the outskirts were all exactly alike. Small square boxes painted gray, each had a small rectangular plot of lawn in the front with a straight line of dull-looking flowers edging the path to the door. Meg had a feeling that if she could count the flowers, there would be exactly the same number for each house in front of all the houses. Children were playing. Some were skipping rope, some were bouncing balls. Meg felt vaguely there was something wrong with their play. It seemed exactly like children playing around any housing development at home, and yet there was something different. She looked at Calvin, and she saw that he too was puzzled. "Look!" Charles Wallace said suddenly. "They're skipping and bouncing in rhythm. Everyone's doing it at exactly the same moment." This was so. As the skipping rope hit the pavement, so did the ball. As the rope curved over the head of the jumping child, the child with the ball caught the ball. Down came the ropes, down came the balls, over and over again. Up, down, all in rhythm, all identical. Like the houses, like the paths, like the flowers. Then the doors of all the houses opened simultaneously, and out came women like a row of paper dolls. The print of their dresses were different, but they all gave the appearance of being the same. Each woman stood on the steps of her house. Each clapped, each child with the ball caught the ball. Each child turned and walked into the house. The doors clicked shut behind them. "How can they do it?" Meg asked wonderingly. "I mean, we couldn't do it that way even if we tried. What does it mean?" Let's go back," Charles Wallace said, his voice urgent. "Back? Where?" "I don't know, anywhere. Back to the hill, back to Mrs. Whatsit and Mrs. Who and Mrs. Which. I don't like this." "But they aren't there. And do you think they'd come back if we turned back now?" "Well, I don't like it." "Come on!" Impatience made Meg squeak. "You know we can't go back. Miss Whatsit said to go into town." And she started down the street, and the two boys followed her. The houses, all identical, continued as far as the eye could reach.